Slow down and do not strike the car ahead. Cuidado. Está usted aproximándose a la zona de desembarque. Por favor, reduzca la velocidad y no choque el auto delante del suyo. Caution. You're approaching the unloading area. Please slow down and do not strike the car ahead. Está usted aproximándose a la zona de desembarque. Por favor,
We are approaching the unloading area, just in case there was some confusion. Good afternoon, explorers. We are on the cusp of fantasy and tomorrow at the same time. We enter into the new Fantasyland portion. It is a very hot day in the Magic Kingdom, especially right here. Actually, right here is nice and shady. Seems like a good day to go for a drive on the Tomorrowland Speedway. But I don't know if that's where I'm headed first. I've kind of been shooting all morning for projects that are upcoming. But now I got an hour or so where I can just sort of aimlessly wander. And I'm thinking about hitting up the storybook Circus over here, which I haven't been to since our Every Ride Challenge. I think we're going to cut through here and get a closer look at the Tron construction. Getting closer with the treats here. I know the Storybook Circus is a part of Fantasyland, but with the entrance like this, it just seems like it's its own thing. It's its own area. And it's hot out. It's warm. See the spires of Space Mountain peeking up. Bill's fan, hi, thanks for being here. I think we'll get on this at some point, but I'm gonna take some time and truly wander this area, but also I wanna get a closer look at what's going on with Tron. Don't know how close I'll be able to get, but I definitely want to take a peek before we get on anything. It's very bright out. I don't know if you can see it blinking, but it is blinking. How about that? The Barnstormer cruising through the billboard. Goofy smash through. This section a little drier than it is normally, for sure. You know when you come in across from Epcot and that Guardians building is just so massive and towering, you really get a sense of how big it is, or you don't really get a sense of how big it is until you're standing right in front of it. This Tron building is huge. Looks like we got a little barrier here, but we're not going to be able to get too far into it. But it looks like they've begun setting up the big canopy that's going to be over it. They were up in the crane earlier today, moving things around, but it looks like it's pretty still. This is going to be so huge and such a big landmark once this thing is completed. I always just look at pictures of the one in Shanghai and it looks awesome, but you don't get a scope of the size, and especially considering that all of this is going to be roofed by a gigantic canopy relatively soon is kind of crazy. And it looks like they're getting those support beams ready. I don't know if I can zoom in. Yeah, look at that. There's a better view from the Tomorrowland angle, but it shows that they're getting ready for some movement, for some roofing to occur here pretty soon. As you can see, lots of activity construction-wise here on the Tron site. I do not see any roller cars though. They're not testing. They're not in the testing phase yet, but maybe soon. Ever since I found out that this is coming, I watched all the POVs when Shanghai Disneyland opened the first time, but ever since I found out that this was coming, I've really tried to refrain from reminding myself of what that ride's going to be like. It's going to be awesome whenever it shows up. All right. So anyway, Tron is coming, and it's going to be the big shadow, or the tiny shadow, in the way of the Barnstormer here, the ultimate roller coaster here in the Magic Kingdom. You know what? Let's just do it. We're right here, we might as well. 5-minute wait for the Barnstormer. Thank you. I don't know if you heard that, but the cast member apologized for the length of the line. Oh yeah, look at now that we're elevated, we can get a better look at what's going on over here. See, it looks like they're constructing the entirety, the structuring the canopy, I guess. And then they're gonna lift them all in big chunks at a time. It's gonna be crazy. And that seems to be occurring pretty rapidly. So who knows how soon it's gonna be before this is almost covered, or at least the framework of it is gonna be up there. Of course, we're still social distancing. But we're gonna be able to get a decent look over here.
I just
Hello.
want to hear till they move one up.
Right.
And enjoy the family.
Yeah, it is nice, especially today.
We got that right.
This may be the best spot to get some Tron coverage. Look at that. Again, it just becomes more towering and bigger the more we get up in this line. This building here is going to be the bulk of the attraction. Oh, yeah, look at this. So you can see those supports, towers, I guess, being built up, and the ends are, I'm assuming these are the ends here that are going to be where the roof is. So crazy. And of course, the railroad here temporarily paused for a long time now. Oh my gosh. You can actually see activity happening crane-wise right now. Tron takes place in an arcade. And right there is the crane machine from said arcade. Flips arcade, I believe. A little arcade humor. Of course, you got the big tower, big crane. It thought it was moving around earlier today, but maybe it wasn't. But it's definitely going to be necessary when they start lifting up these big pieces. Trying to get a glimpse over the fence. It's like I'm wondering what the actual timeline for this is going to be. What is left to do once they finish this roof, or is that going to be the bulk of the construction? Because from what we've heard, it's not going to open until late next year at the very earliest. And right now, it's just going to tease us and tantalize us every time we go for a ride on the Barnstormer. Which, since the parks have reopened, this is the longest I have waited for the Barnstormer. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Crane is moving. Look at this. Disney World is being built right before us, right now, live on the chat. Check it out. They're recycling here on Tron. It's very environmentally conscious. Look at the shadow of the massive crane on the massive building. I wonder if we can see Captain at the controls. Wow, I got really shaky. I'll come back out. But that's a real-time look at Tron construction. This is going to be something else. Of course, we got the billboard over here. They had the actual ride vehicles out before the lockdown and everything. Actually got to sit in one. It's going to be comfortable. It's going to be like an actual motorbike. Why am I blanking on an actual light cycle? Tron construction. Guys, we've been stuck here for a couple minutes now, which I'm not complaining, because it's awesome to get these close-up looks at Tron. But now I'm curious what's going on with the Barnstormer. All right, what's this guy lifting up? Are we going to get a glimpse? Will we have time? Will the line advance before we get a look? It's lifting. Oh, nothing. Air. Still pretty awesome. All right, checking back in to the Barnstormer line. I wanted to sort of cover everything in the circus because never really took the time to explore in here. Became distracted by all the goings on in Tomorrowland. I'm about to sneeze. I feel it coming. I'm just preparing you. Of course, now that I've announced it, it's not coming. And now I'm in this weird state of awfulness where it's just right there. I can't do anything about it. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Let's go back into the chat. Jenny's in the chat. Hi, Jenny. Princess Emmy. Whoa. Agreed. Oh, look at that. Sup, Hyper? Zin, hello. This is where we're headed. And that's where we're going soon, but not quite yet. Right now, we're going to do the Barnstormer. All right, I hear the voice of Goofy announcing what will soon be coming. Oh, line advancing already. Ooh, it's nice under the shade here. History with Andrew in here. Very exciting. Hello, Andrew. Looking forward to the start and launch of your channel in September, I believe. So make sure you guys are subbed to his channel when that launches. Just one. Row one. Guys, we are going to be at the front of the pack, the top of the runway. We are going to storm this barn like nobody's business. We remain with our hands, our arms, our feet, and our legs. We always forget the legs, but the legs got to stay inside the vehicle as well. Jurassic World is coming. We're in the wrong park for Jurassic World. We are very excited about that. If that's even what it is, how would we know? There hasn't been an official announcement on what's coming. Guys, this is our, whoa, I never noticed the propeller rotated. But it does. Oh my goodness. We got the GG here for Great Goofini. Gonna pop in here. All right, we're sitting. We are buckled, kind of. It hasn't locked yet. Pushing up, we are good to go. I wonder which way we'll go. Are we going to go left or are we going to go right? Bets? We want to place our bets? Oh my gosh, Tron's right there. Holy moly. All right, and we are off to storm the barn. If you're just joining us, this is Happy Place Explorers. We are aimlessly wandering in the Magic Kingdom today. We're currently in the circus part of Fantasyland, the storybook circus part, and we are at the tippy top of Goofy's Barnstormer. Whoa! Zoom! Zoom! Look at the propeller, it's spinning, this is so cool! A billboard! Woo! Da 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 da! And we're done. And that, my friends, was the Barnstormer. A glorious 13-second ride based around the pilot, Goofy, or as he's known around these parts, the Great Goofini. Woo! Thank you. Look at this. Excuse me. Look at this. We got some of Great Goofini's helmet and his aspirin treatment. High fire altitude discomfort remedy. That must be some kind of milk of magnesia. Little cool things here. Look at these. These are his flight skis. Is Great Goofini a cloud surfer? No, he's a water ski. It's a water ski champion. And it's a Yahoo boy. Yahoo boy. That's kind of like how right there. Just stabbed me in the side because I was multitasking. I shouldn't do that. Ooh, it poked me good. But I will survive. There goes the next flight. Let's see. All right. But this, guys, was just one portion of the circus. And if memory serves me, and it does, serves me well, almost doubly well, but I know there's a flying elephant around here. And before we go today, we'll definitely have to go around with him. Sometimes I get lost in this maze here, and I'm wondering if I'm really exiting out the proper way. Because look at this, where are we going? I feel like a hamster in the... Or did that... No, it's mice. I feel like a mice in a maze. If at the end of this there's cheese, I'll be satisfied. Whoa! Whew! That's toasty. The Barnstormer is underrated. It's short and sweet, but so is the line. Always worth coming through. Let's get another shot of the entrance before we keep doing our grand circle tour. Maybe take another peek at that Tron construction. Maybe see if we can figure out what that crane was getting ready to lift. Because look at that. It's no longer in the placement right here. Still a 5-minute wait. Maybe we should get back on it again. Because that was about exactly 5 minutes. If I could make a guess. All right. Back where we were a few minutes ago, but I'm just curious about what's going on over here. Oh, look at this. So the crane is actually lifting a piece of the ride vehicle. Or not a ride vehicle. That would be amazing. No, a piece of, I don't think it's a track, but I think it's a piece. I'm trying to stay steady, guys. That must be a piece of the roof framing that they're assembling right now, which we did get a really good look at when we went up there before. Now, before we end this, we'll go on. I know it's not as great of views over there, but before we end this, we'll walk over to Tomorrowland really quick and and take a look at what's going on there. Laura's in the chat. Kidder96 says Jamboree. That is a wonderful idea. And I don't know if you are going to believe this, but I've already done that today. But that doesn't mean I won't do it again. Look at this. Underneath the Barnstormer here, we can see Goofy has fallen through this covering as well, but he has repaired it with some nice stitching there. And here, he must not have had enough fabric because he had to use his heart-covered underwear here. That's just straight up Goofy. So cool, it's rapidly happening now. And when Tron is done, the Fantasyland station will likely be not too far behind, or probably most likely before it. Look at this. Here's a little detail. Carolwood Park. Carolwood was the name of Walt's own personal train that he had in his own backyard, and he called it the Carolwood Pacific Railroad. This must be a nice little nod to that here in the Fantasyland station, right in the shadow of Tron, and of course the Barnstormer. Whew. Like I said, it's hot. Didn't really realize it as much on the Barnstormer because there was a nice little breeze there. Look at this. Even when it's hot as heck out, I don't like getting wet. That's why I'm rare to visit Splash Mountain. But I would definitely be rare to look at this stuff up close because this is normally where there's water features going on. The kids are playing in the water. And look at this. Never really noticed Mrs. Jumbo here. Look at that. She's working for peanuts. Peanuts. What other things are here? We got camels. We got camels here, and this is the Casey Jr. You know what? It's not as good as the Disneyland version, but Casey Jr. is definitely represented here in the Magic Kingdom. Look at it. Look at that face. Look at him. Let's see. We got the monkeys monkeying around here. And this would be a different elephant here. But it looks very similar. Also, batch of peanuts. I wouldn't doubt if the issue is on my end, Laura, because I am using Disney Wi-Fi right now, which is sometimes spotty. I like these little nods to some of the shorts. Like the seal from, I want to say he made an appearance in many of the Pluto cartoons, and one with Minnie. We got Humphrey, the bear who would always harass the park ranger. We got Lambert, the sheepish lion. Even says so sheepish. We've got the hyacinth hippo from Fantasyland. Did I say Fantasyland? We are in Fantasyland, but I meant to say Fantasia. I like these little nods to the other characters here. And again, ever since I've lived here, they've been working on Tron. And so all of this section, just haven't really explored back here to see what was going on. And that's what I want to take more of an effort to do these days. See some things in the parks that I've never seen before. This little eating area, the big marquee on the inside. Got some luggage. I wonder what goes on in here normally. Here we are in the Storybook Circus. We got the Goofini, paid our respects to him while flying on his plane. Saw Casey Jr. We'll go say hi to Dumbo. Humphrey, of course. And Pete, he's got his own sideshow here. This is all mapped out. Goofini should be over here with the actual roller coaster. Of course, we got Dumbo the Flying Elephant. He should be over here. This is all structurally strange. And dare I say, is that a hidden Mickey in the balloons right there? I think so. I think so. Oh, look at the lighting. Disney is very good at lighting. I'm coughed. Let's see if there's any. We got this box of luggage here. But is there any secrets on some of these? Dallas, Texas. Tucson, Arizona. Denver. I wonder if there's significance to any of these. Got North Dakota and Alaska. St. Paul. Dartmouth. I don't know if we have any Dartmouth graduates here. But if you are well represented. I just made something click down here. I don't know how. How did I do that? I'm seeing some repeats. That doesn't mean it's still cool. Look at that. Juarez, Mexico. Oh, cool, cool, cool. We have the 1939 New York World's Fair. Kind of the one that really kicks things into gear. And of course, there was the 1964 World's Fair, which had such an impact on the rest of them, especially on Disneyland. Columbus, Catskills, New Jersey, Davenport. Just trying to read all that. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt it. Hamburg, Vierjahrescharschen. And Montreal. What are these ones up top? It's upside down. I can't read it. Oh, Chicago. Fargo. You Betcha. Good movie. Coen Brothers. Almost heaven, as they say, right? Minneapolis, city of lakes and parks. So wherever this storybook circus has been, they have certainly been around. Let's see one more. Let's just take a quick look. Bermuda. I wonder if there's a Bahama. New Hampshire. Got Arizona and South Carolina. I need a Wisconsin. Where's a Wisconsin? I'm gonna pop a squat here. Oregon, Connecticut. What does that say? Tennessee? I'm blanking. That is what it says. Guys, it's hot out. Anyways, it's mostly just us here looking at the luggage. Because you normally wouldn't take the time to come over here and look at luggage on a normal day. And of course, we got one of these flattering mirrors here. Always does a good job making you feel great about yourself. Ugh. Actually, this is the most lanky I've ever been. How about that? Actually, I like that one. All right, so that's this little big top area. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing very good despite being hot, but that's the case most of the time, literally and figuratively, if you know what I mean. And you know what I mean. This is the sideshow where they usually do the meet and greets. Look at this brass. Let's see if I can get rid of the glare a little bit. Guys, we've been going for a half hour already. I don't want you guys to be bored. Let's do something. Let's go take a visit to our pachyderm friends across the way. Just a heads up, one of the videos that we'll be talking about, or not we'll be talking about, one of the videos that'll be coming up that we're shooting today is one that has to do with Fantasyland, basically, and some of the initial things that were here when Fantasyland was first incepted. And a lot of people will remember this was not the original home of Dumbo. Dumbo used to be pretty much directly behind the castle, or the carousel in the castle. It was all the way over there. And when New Fantasyland came to be, it moved over and it doubled into the storybook circus here. But it's one of the opening day attractions. I'm not sure which one of them is the original and which one is the new one, because I would prioritize the original if I knew, but I don't. So we're just gonna have to wing it, or elephant ear it, if you know what I mean. Because Dumbo didn't have wings, he just had ears, big ears, and he was mocked for it. They made fun of him, but they didn't know that his curse was actually his blessing, that he was able to do great things with those big ears of his. I swear I've seen videos of these Dumbo cars actually, flying. Oops, excuse me. We're gonna get on 3 people sooner. Look at this, head on with the Tomorrowland Speedway. Step right up, come play inside, and we'll let you know when it's your turn to ride. This way to Dumbo. Of course, this line is usually a great deal longer. And ooh, I do like stepping into AC and seeing all the goings-ons with the lights and everything in here. Of course, this would normally be a play area where you could wait until it was your turn to get on board. Hi. Do you know which one was the original one? This one, okay. So now we know. It's the one to our right is the original Dumbo. And that's the one we're gonna ride. I'm reading some comments now. I can smell, I'm not sure what I can smell. It's not fresh air, it's my own air, but it's not bad. You get used to it really quickly. And then as far as my neck, it got better, and then it got worse. And I don't understand how it works. So I have been taking it easy for the most part, but we did just do the Barnstormer, and I'm feeling okay. But I don't think I'll tackle anything like Big Thunder or the Mine Train or anything like that. But I can move it around. I don't know what's going on with me. So this, as we just confirmed, is the original. Perfect. I was a little premature. I did put on the Icy Hot, and Icy Hot goes away. I put it on right before I went to bed, and I woke up this morning, and I was fine. But the Florida heat activates the Icy Hot like you would not believe. For the first about 45 minutes I was here, my neck and back were on fire, chemically speaking. But maybe that's what did it, actually, because I am able to move it around a little more than I was this morning. I should have noticed it says wait behind this line. I was too eager. I was eager to get on the ride. I cannot remember if the Disneyland version has the water feature like this. but it's one of my favorite aspects of this version.
Well, on the Dumbo the Flying Elephant, before you take flight, small children must go towards the inside of Dumbo or facing forward on your lap. Everyone must remain
Look at the hat
seated
this guy's
Dumbo
wearing.
throughout the entire flight.
That
When
is
Dumbo
the
fly eyes just hold the lever
Also,
all the way up.
that
and
guy's
do not
talking
let
in the
it
mic,
go.
and everyone in Dumbo is hearing his voice right now. That's so crazy. And we can't escape the Tron construction. Always happening. So once we're on, are we going to go as high as we can? Or are we just going to enjoy it, relax? Are we going to work to get as high as we possibly can? I know what I'd like to do, but I don't know if we'll do it. Now, of course we're going high. I'm going to try to break a record with heights right here. All right, they're exiting. Of course, no one came out of this Dumbo, which is flying solo. Perfect. Okay, now I can go up. Now, there we go. All right. We got blue, we got peach, we got yellow, we got coral. Let's go yellow. No, this green one. I like this green one. Almost did a full circle, but it was worth it. It's always interesting stepping into these. Because, whoa, this is hot. This is like sitting on a piece of toast that is hard, but also very hot, straight out of the toaster. And I'm trying to buckle, one-handed, accomplished, tightened. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's warm. This right here is actually, checking the seatbelt. This right here is actually a real-time picture of my back and butt right now. They're dripping with sweat all of a sudden. Sorry for that image, but you guys are here with me. I want to be honest with you. So here's the new guy running around. Someone had a great idea, I missed it. Maybe we'll get some good views of the Tron construction from here. But maybe that would have been the one to pick if we were going to look at Tron construction. Holy moly. My backside is warm. My sit-upon is very hot and moist. Okay, and we're off. You gotta hold it. Okay, and we're going up. Ladies and gentlemen, explorers one all, this is Dumbo, the flying elephant. And of course, the higher you get, the tiltier you get. So I'm like hanging off. And of course, this is the great view of the Tron construction. Not too much, but look at the Barnstormer. Oh my goodness. Okay, I turned, and now I feel my back again. Woohoo! This is weird. I'm at like literally a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna try to push in. Okay. This is one of the most iconic Disney rides, of course, and it's also one of the most simplest. I don't know why it's so enjoyable. I mean, it's not one you rush to, but it's always one you like getting on. Because it's a classic, and the classics mean something. All right, I think we're already wrapping up. I wonder how many rotations is a ride. I think it's 90 seconds that we actually go, and we're going down. I wonder if one rotation takes what, like 10 seconds? 5 seconds? So we spin around maybe 9-10 times? I should have been counting. Whew. Okay. That did not get cooler as I was sitting there. That is very hot. Very hot. You can cook an egg on that. Or at least warm some buns, if you know what I'm saying. And I think you do. And for that, I apologize. All right. Oh, thank you. So that was Dumbo the Flying Elephant. We've gone for about 40 minutes. We've seen most of what's going on here in the circus. But yeah, let's wrap around. We'll do a quick walkthrough to Tomorrowland before we go. See if we can get another angle of the ongoing current Tron construction. Uh-oh. See, there's a stretcher over there. That's out of place. Betty and the Beast made it just in time for some Tron updates, hopefully. I would love to go on a ride, but every time I go inside, it doesn't matter if it's like a gift shop or if it's a cave on Tom Sawyer's Island, I always seem to lose connection. We might give it a shot, but also we might not. But it would be air conditioned inside. So we're heading back to Tomorrowland, really just hovering on the outskirts of Fantasyland. Nice and shaky as I briskly walk. One of these days I'm going to invest in a stabilizer and it is just going to change everything. But I didn't get one today. Also, if you guys want a hint of future videos and such, you might want to look this way. What could it be? What could it be about? I don't know. A hint, it is not about the Tomorrowland Speedway. And it is not about that guy, as interesting as he does look. Wait, is that Roman? No. It's not Roman. That would have been something. Whew. It is me. I don't think I've put my face on here. But confirming, it is me here on the chat. So we walk into Tomorrowland, past the Speedway, and hopefully, you can get some good looks on the Speedway, but holy moly is it shaky. And I'm already pretty shaky right now. There's a nice breeze right now, and it totally just made my mind blank. Have you ever seen this? A 0-minute wait. I've never seen that ever. They usually just put like a 5 there. That's so bizarre. And also, it's definitely not a 0-minute wait because I see people wait. Here we are, crossing the threshold officially into Tomorrowland. Even though we're basically in Tomorrowland, we got the cafe and Speedway here, but I always really feel like I'm in Tomorrowland when I cross under the People Mover. People Mover not functioning currently, but hopefully soon we'll be able to ride. Ideally, that would be the one I'd want to marathon all day. Get here right at open, stay until it closed, and just do that. Got Carousel of Progress from the Tomorrowland Theater. That right there also is a hint of coming attractions for the channel. Gosh, I love being cryptic and teasing. Some of you are going to know right away. Of course, we talked about it on the live stream once, but this is from Flight of the Navigator. And now it's the Cool Scanner, where you can get Coca-Cola products. I had a Diet Coke earlier today, and it hit the spot like you would not believe. All right. It's sad to see the People Mover stationary. As we come around to Spaceship Earth, it does look like the views here will be much more limited than they were over on the Fantasyland side. Which makes sense, because right now, The Tron ride is still a fantasy. It's still in production. But we can still see peaks. We can still see glimpses of tomorrow here in Tomorrowland. We can get a taste of the cool electronic things to come. Oh, I just stepped on that and it made me trip. Well, guys, this is maybe a better view of the Speedway, but we can see the little pillars rising, the structural support for what will be the big lighted canopy that's going to be on top here. I'm very excited based on the framing that we already saw being assembled on the ground. I wouldn't expect that to be too long before we start seeing that actually starting to take shape over the Magic Kingdom skyline. Whew, I just got a little blast of the AC from this building. And I liked it. I'm gonna go in here if I can. Yes, can. Always gotta be mindful of entrances now. Got the Space Mountain merchandise here. And the cups, which I don't know how this is practical. I feel like this would be a very big challenge to drink anything out of. I need my space. There's no Space Mountain reference. I don't like that. Give me space. Okay, a little sassy still, but at least it's got Spaceship Earth on it. Did I say Spaceship Earth? It's hot out. Got the little futuristic Magic Band colors. I like that one. But of course, People Mover, just a sad reminder that it's not going down. The exciting Space Mountain gift shop. All right, guys. We started this in the Circus, or actually started at the Speedway, and we went into the Circus. Really good look at some current ongoing Tron construction, which I'm very excited about. But I'm very sweaty. I'm gonna have to go seek respite, maybe in Carousel of Progress, or maybe an encore of Country Bear Jamboree before I head out. Who knows? It's a world of possibilities here at the Magic Kingdom, and I'm glad we could explore a little bit of it together right now. I don't know if this will stay online. It might be unlisted soon. But for those of you that were able to join me, I appreciate it. And holy moly, what just happened? I need to, oh, it's just fun to be here with you guys. Wow. That just made my day. And I was having a great day already. All right. With that in mind, thank you all. I love you all. And until next time, we'll see you in the happy place. Bye.